Hello guys, this is Edward from HKExcel. So I'm making this video today to reply the questions from yesterday on our IG. So it seems that many of you guys would like to know more about the future university disciplines and also the IB requirement and difference between like some certain majors, right? So I'll be replying all these questions today. So let's start with the first question. So biochemistry, yeah. So what do we do in biochemistry, and what is the IB requirement for that? So normally for IB requirements for biochemistry will not be that high because it's not professional degree. So it will be usually around like 34 or above, yeah. But make sure your higher level subjects you will have to do bio and chemistry. And for university studies, you will be mainly drilling in how to make the research, and then also like the methods, and also you learn deeper into like cells and neuroscience and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and for the Hong Kong U Medicine, basically if you want to study medicine in Hong Kong, so which is one of the toughest subjects to apply, it's because you have to get predicted grade of at least 43 in your IB predicted at school, and then final grade in your IB it should be at least 42 or 43, depends on the competition. Okay, and make sure the higher level is also biology and chemistry higher level. And for math, it might be subject to change. So normally they will ask for like at least math HKExcel, okay? But I'm not sure about that for now because they still has not announced it yet. So normally, if you want to play safe, I have checked the other like medical department. Usually they will ask for like AI higher level, okay, or AA higher level. So but normally medicine people would do like AI higher level. If HKExcel is an option for you, then of course that would be great for you, yeah, because you can just skip away from the higher level math, yeah. And then for the difference between economics and finance, right? Which one is better? You need to know the difference between economics and finance, right? So economics, what do we do in that? Is usually understanding like how the economics works, and also goods and services, demand and supply, right? So how the system works. And for finance, it's more like on analytics, and also about like how to manage the funds, and also understanding how the banking works, right? So you can see that like different. And then also finance, what you can apply and in real life is like an insurance, right? So how can you structure the insurance deal, right? So like the compensation, and then also how much risk is involved, and this is also in the calculation of finance. So basically for this one, you need to understand and also know the IB requirements for medicine and vet medicine, right? So because they are different subjects. So for medicine, obviously it will be higher, so it will be at least like 38 in top-notch university. But for vets, then it will be 34. Okay, so you can see like if you can't get into the medicine, then your backup can be vets, right? But if you can't get in both, then what should you go for? So you can go for maybe vet science degree, right? So that would be the requirements will be like 28 or 29, okay? So, but it's not a professional degree, so you need to know that. So after you graduate from vet science, for example, so you won't be able to license to be a doctor, okay, or be a vet. So you need to be aware of that. But of course, you can always do a top-up degree after your first bachelor degree, yeah? And okay, so law in University of Nottingham. So if you want to study law, there's no subject requirement for law. So normally I think we'll have to do English language A. So that is, for sure. So you don't want to go for like language B for English, but you study for law, because the language is all about because for law, it's all about languages, and also you have to read a lot of stuff, right? So make sure English is good. So I'll say you have to get at least a 6 for that. And then for the other and then for the overall IB grade, then I would say you will have to get at least a 37, 38 to get into like top 10 universities in UK for law, yeah? Business management, yeah. So business management. What is the difference between the economics and finance, right? So many students mix up with business management and economics and finance, right? So business management is more about the like management, like how to deal with people, like human resources, and then also you will learn something about the accounting, yeah, dealing with the balance sheets as well, yeah. So you mainly learn like the theory of management, and then also like the rules and you learn like how to motivate people. Yeah, so that's like a totally different discipline from economics, right? Okay, next questions. The world top school, MIT, Stanford, right? So what do you need to be careful of this? So basically for MIT and Stanford, they will not only look into your IB score, but you have to also apply for ACT or SAT. So for SAT, it will be an average of 1,530 score, around that. So you have to look for average score instead of the bottom 25%. So because you when you search online, you see like 3 scores. One is the top 25%, and then one is the average, and the other one is the bottom 1/4. Okay, so always look at the average. So you have to get the grade above average. It will be more safe. And for ACT, it will be around like 33 to 35. So the full marks is 36. For science, okay, so faculty of science. So basically, what do we do for science, right? If we get into university. So basically, if you get into this degree, then what you can expect is to understand more about the universe, okay? So, and also understand more about like the ecosystem, and also like human body as well, because science is very broad. So it can be like physics, biology, and chemistry. So you need to touch base on all this. So it's quite a general degree, and also, of course, you also learn like the research skills, and also like how to make a research, and then how to make a report, official one, right? And usually people do science degree, they will either go for like PhD in the future, or it's just serve as like a backup degree. Yeah, if they can't get into like maybe some professional degrees like medicine, right? So, and for some countries, you cannot do professional degrees for your bachelor, like Canada and the US, right? So you will need to first do a general degree, and then you can go for like medicine, right? It's just like you cannot do law in your bachelor, so you have to do it in the master. So for the bachelor degree, then you can do like maybe humanities degrees, right? And for science, is normally for like maybe medicine, or maybe pharmacy, or maybe for like other professional degrees that is related to science. So that's it for today, and I hope I can solve all your problems. And if you have any questions, you can let me know, and then you can DM us on IG. See you next time.